Hey.
This is Lights.
And this is Beau, and
We're talking about relationships. You're shaking the computer. Sorry. We're talking about relationships for HeartSupport.
HeartSupport, yes. Our my good friend Jake and his wife did one of these little questionnaires, and so Lights and I decided to take some of your questions and try to answer them to the best of our abilities. So
We're not Dr. Phil, but
we are not collectively
we're pretty
Dr.
happy.
Phil.
So
Yeah. Okay, so we got a bunch of questions, and we're gonna pick some cool ones here. Okay.
not always. We do sometimes. We agree on a lot of things, but not all the time. We have a lot of.
We have a lot of
choices.
we have a lot of things in common, but we also have our own individual personalities, and that's part of what makes I think what makes a relationship cool and awesome and always different. Not because you're just like, let's do this.
And the fact is, like, if you
this.
have a different choice, you have to work together to meet in the middle, and that's compromise, and that's being in a relationship. Like, I like Greek salad with onions, and he doesn't like onions, so we get Greek salad without onions, and I sacrifice no onions for him.
This is true.
Details. It's all about a little compromise.
Yes. So there's that,
Mm-hmm.
Rachel. And
Next question. Anonymous.
Okay, Anonymous. I think a lot of people are kind of going through this. I mean, I think there's a lot of people stuck in a relationship where it's people are either verbally abusive or maybe there's not even any abuse. It's just you know that person's not right for you.
Fact is, if you know it's an unhealthy relationship, you know it's not bringing out the best in you, you've made up your mind already.
Yep.
You know.
So that's reason enough alone to end it.
It's not easy to do that kind of thing either. I think all of us have been there in that kind of relationship. But the most important decisions are always the hardest ones to make, and the hardest moves to make, and those are things you're gonna have to make all through your life. Is decisions that you know are the right decisions, but
Yep.
not the easy ones.
So part of sucking it up would just be, I guess,
Sucking it up.
sucking it
Doing
up,
it.
getting it done, and sometimes I know a lot of people are worried about what the other person's, how they're going to feel, or maybe they're making you feel guilty, or like a bad person for breaking up with them. But the fact is that you have to know your own value, right?
You know your value, and know it's your life and your path you're walking, and if this person's not bringing out the best in you, it's not right for you. And they'll find someone that's good for them, and
Yep.
don't feel like you have to be friends with them afterwards. That's not always the case. Sometimes it is, and that's a great scenario, but you don't always have to be friends with the people that you used to know really well. That's just life.
True. So there you go, Anonymous.
Mm-hmm. It's for Anonymous. Yeah, distance is a hard thing, but I think you have to look at all the glitches in a relationship as positives, and we do spend a lot of time apart, but it's kind of reignited every time we see each other again. It's that much more exciting. And when you're living a long distance relationship, you don't have those moments where you just sit there and watch TV and you're not talking. Like, all the time we're communicating, we're texting or
Emailing
or
WhatsApping.
or Skyping or WhatsApping, whatever. There's always communication going on, and actually you get to know the person a lot, and that really does boil down to communication is always really important, regardless of being close or far away from each other, and that keeps your relationship alive. So, in my experience.
Yeah, I think when we first, it was a little side note, when we first started talking, it was all about, we just messaged each other a bunch. It was BlackBerry Messenger, and it was just like all day and all night, and it was a friendship thing, but you get to sense you're just communicating through that. We found out so much stuff about each other just because we were forced, like, not forced, but just talking all day long, It wasn't like we were able to, okay, 5-minute phone call, all right, that's it. It was just like all day long, and you really figure out like what kind of like makes somebody happy or sad, or what they're going through, and
their humor, little things like that.
Yeah.
You figure out along the way. So the constant communication is good, and getting to reignite that spark every time is one of the good sides of it. So you just look at it for what it's worth.
Yep.
And you're out there kicking it. The last bit was, what do we do when we reunite?
Yeah.
Just embrace.
We just hug for like an hour and a half.
Usually in an airport. It's like this. Probably for the screen went down. Probably for the innocent bystander. It looks like a movie, but
yeah. There's a lot of stuff we like doing together,
Yeah.
and yeah, when we finally get to hang out again, it's awesome, and we party. All right. So that was for who said that was that was for Kyra
From Kyra.
from Winnipeg.
From Winnipeg in Canada.
Winterpeg is whatever.
From
it's called.
Winnipeg.